start of Martin Johnson's managerial career has been a tough one. He wanted to test himself against the best, and it's been apparent there's a long way to go for England's young team, but it is just that, a young team, and this November will at the very least have been a harsh learning experience. Can they finish it with what would be a big upset against the best in the world right now? The All Blacks looking to complete a Grand Slam tour in high definition on Channel 409. Our match commentary comes from Stuart Barnes and Miles Harrison.
Yes, Simon, it's been a tough, at times torrid autumn for England, and the gradient on the learning curve, well, it was always going to be steep, as you say. A team setting out together, encountering the Tri-Nation superpowers, all in the space of a fortnight. But last week's scoreline was an alarming one, and England know that the key issues have to be addressed now. If not, New Zealand will expose every last crack and flaw.
Well, the central issue has been the breakdown. England are pretty good at securing ball, but they struggle desperately to ruck aggressively and win quick attacking ball. Against New Zealand, Mike Ford's defensive system is normally stretched beyond breaking point. After leaking 5 tries last week, the pressure is on this defence to stop Carter, something England have singularly failed to do so far. It's some challenge for the men in white.
The England side to play in this, the 32nd meeting between these two nations. England have won just 6 to New Zealand's 24. One draw in 1997. England were written off that day as well. Tim Payne and Phil Vickery, the props from Wasps. Andrew Sheridan still unavailable with that neck problem. Lee Mears in the middle at hooker. Steve Borthwick in the second row, the captain saying this week that the group is tighter after last week's rather solemn experience. And alongside the record Nick Kennedy, who scored on his debut versus the Islanders 3 weeks ago. A change in the back row too, where Bath's Michael Littman gets a start. In for Tom Rees, who many thought to be England's best player against South Africa. James Haskell and Nick Easter still there at 6 and 8 respectively. Danny Kerr survived the selectorial chop. England's other DC, Danny Cipriani, did not. So Toby Flood gets this, his 4th start at fly half for England to take on New Zealand's DC. Ricky Flutie, the Maori, who used to lead the Haka at age group level for New Zealand, faces the Haka today with Jamie Noon alongside again. And the back 3, Ugo Monye, Paul Saki and Dylan Armitage also make it through this Investec Autumn Series as an English unit kept intact. New Zealand named Team of the Year at the annual awards on Sunday. Graham Henry, Coach of the Year. 1 or 2 of these players could have been Player of the Year. A team waiting to end the year in the right way. One change from the side that beats Wales. This is not an experimentation tour. The pack stays the same. Tony Woodcock missed the summer test against England, injured. Namia Tialata, who was loosehead then, now on the tight, and Kevin Mialamu at hooker. The second row, Brad Thorne and Arlie Williams. Williams, the son of English parents. His father, Rodney, played for Blackheath. Then Jerome Kano, fresh from his try in Cardiff. Captain Richie McCaw, do we need to say any more? And number 8, Rodney Oialu, in a pack, in a team, full of experience. Only Kano has less than 20 caps. Scrum half Jimmy Cowan winning his 21st cap today. Dan Carter's 6 starts versus England, 4 tries and 120 points in those matches. Mar Nonu using 2008 to make the 12 shirt his. Tries against Ireland and Wales on this tour. Conrad Smith, the one change from Cardiff, back in for Richard Kahui after a groin injury. The wings, as frightening a prospect as it gets really, Sitiveni Sivavatu and Joe Rokothoko. 71 tries between them. That's more than twice as many as the whole of the England side put together. Fullback is Mills Muliaina. Well, there is the Coach of the Year. His side looking to end on a winning note. And to the bench, and you're going to have to concentrate here, the one potential new cap is Hikawera Elliott of New Zealand. Hika the Hooker Mark II. Hika the Hooker from around 1982 was Hika Reid, the original Hika the Hooker from Rotorua, which is where England's reserve hooker today was born. That's Hartley the Hooker from Rotorua. Today's Hika the Hooker is from Hastings. Oh, doddery I am not. Well, a bit of fun. Let's get down to the serious business. And for New Zealand, this is now about finishing the year with a Grand Slam. of the home unions on the back of another Tri-Nations title, and with the added incentive today, and not one to be dismissed lightly this, New Zealand will be playing for the Hillary Shield for the first time. The late Sir Edmund Hillary, a hero to all New Zealanders, and the All Blacks want to be the first name on the trophy.
Certainly do. Richie McCaw wants to lift that. He might be the most influential player in the world. There's probably the most improved man, Ma'a Nonu, playing inside centre, second 5/8 New Zealand terminology. Playing inside him is Daniel Carter, who may just be the world's best player. Carter has said all year, Nonu is making life easier for him. He's calling, he's a second pair of eyes, and he is a fantastic man to whom he can offload. That 10-12 axis is a key attacking weapon for New Zealand. McCaw to stop teams, Carter to explore and exploit any space granted to the All Black midfield.
As we said, there is no other side better equipped in world rugby than New Zealand at exposing the flaws of the opposition. England looking to use the inspiration of playing these men, playing New Zealand, to sharpen their game to an international point where the attacks lead to points. Looking also, no doubt, to use the severe disappointment of a week ago, the wound of pride inflicted by South Africa, and turn it into overwhelming desire to show a Tri-Nation side what English rugby can be capable of.
Well, it can be turned around. When New Zealand lost to South Africa in Dunedin, Henry's head was just about on the chopping block. He's now, as you say, the IRB World Coach of the Year. The New Zealanders are Team of the Year. Borthwick has to lead England on a similar Lazarus mission, and it starts today.
The crowd booed last week. They will roar this team onto the field. It's another clean slate, another chance.
Well, what a big day as well for Michael Littman, the Bath number 7. One of the key leaders in the Bath team. He's been picked there to give Borthwick a lot of help. As a leader, Littman has also been selected to carry. I expect Nick Kennedy to win the line-out, and Haskell and Littman to run at the heart of New Zealand. Target Carter, try and knock McCaw off his stride. These are gigantic question marks whether England can achieve them. If they can, they have a chance. But England, they mustn't lose this game just playing conservative. They've got to play the All Blacks at a positive game. If they're going to lose, go down fighting.
The New Zealand Rugby League team shot the Rugby World 7 days ago. Can the English Union side do the same? Toby Flood in at fly half for Danny Cipriani. Next we'll have the anthems, of course, around the corner. There will be the haka. Before then, God defend New Zealand. What will Ricky Flutie be thinking at the moment? His father Fana watching back at home, his mother Ruby and his stepfather Selwyn here to see it. So God defend New Zealand, God save the Queen. That will be performed by a Scala. Let's settle back.